But where the fuck do you think this association with nerd rap comes from when it comes to you and your camp?
Man, I think a big part of it, I mean, it's hard to say. I think some of it's just, if people would take time to listen to it, I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Listen to the shit, it speaks for itself. But I think what happened is there was like a time and age, where the underground shit just blew up and turned white real fast. I guess like not on some racist shit, but just it did and shit. And it was like associated with the internet and shit and like we were doing all of us, our whole crew. We were doing a lot of battling, man. We did blaze battles and fucking just holding it down. And then I think when I did typical cats, and I just came young, hungry, fire, 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 line, 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 like fuck you. And then I just flipped it up. And I think motherfuckers, still to this day, motherfuckers be like, oh, I want typical cats Qwel or whatever. And like, I just think like there's just so much shit out there. People don't feel they have time to invest to listen to a motherfucker. So they just kind of breeze through your shit, or I think maybe if I had like the right publicist or, some shit like.
You address keeping it real, and you were saying something to effect of what define the it. Talk a little about that and just the climate of hip hop.
It's funny to me. It's like the way that the word real is used. It's kind of like it's like when I start hearing motherfuckers say "oh real" and "real," it's kind of like the same motherfuckers you conversate with that start using "they" all the time. Like, well, you know what they say, you know what they do. Yeah. It's like, well, no, I don't even know who they are and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. Usually when you're using the term "real," it means the opposite. It's kind of like only humans can be inhumane by definition, you know what I'm saying? But it means not human, you know what I'm saying? So I think what it is people got caught up in just they had to pigeonhole a whole lot of shit. So they just came up with a generic umbrella. You know what I'm saying? And like hopefully the rain wouldn't get through to like wither that little fucking wicked witch away quick, you know what I'm saying? But people wanted, because that's why nobody could talk about what hip hop is, because of course it's cliche or whatever, but it's what you do, what you get out of it, what you give back, returns for what you steal from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it's, I don't know, you know how it is. Like nobody discussing it. What are you keeping real and shit? You know what I'm saying? Because real is debatable. That's the whole thing. Motherfucking first Isaac Newton said, motherfucking, he was the first theory of relativity. Motherfucker said, everything is constant, light is not. And then Einstein came out the cut of nobody, said, I got a new theory of relativity and you don't know who I am, but light is constant, everything else ain't. And just kind of flipped the whole script on everybody. It's like, well, if just standing in between those two ideas, like, what we're not gonna agree on what real is and shit. I think that's what like the metaphor of Mount Zion is and shit. It's like we all like on different echelons of the mountain, and it ain't like no divine better or lower or nothing. It's just different positions, and all of us sitting around arguing because we all looking at the same lake. And I'm like, nah, dummy, it's to the left, but you on the left of the lake, so you like, no, it's on the right.
'Cause I'm told I'm supposed to look at the
left. Or just either way, we're on different set. Of course, we don't describe the lake the same, but we're looking at the same lake. So just sitting around. Pretty soon you start getting into like philosophy of real and that's just semantics. Like words lead to words, and that's the end of it.
You don't have a lot of collaborations, and the collabos you do have are with cats from the label. Is there any reason behind that why you don't do collabos with other cats, or is that just how it went down?
I mean, these are the cats I respect. Well, not even all that shit, man. We're around each other. Like, man, I learned how to rhyme from him as much as he learned how to rhyme from me. So we know we can like, touch and shit, and like, I don't know, a lot of these, it's the same thing with like, touch, baby. No, but like, it's the same thing. It's like, it's just your brothers, you know what I'm saying? It's the people you fuck with. Like, man, just to clarify for everybody, I know our time is short and all that, yeah. Man, we are a motherfucking crew. We are not a business association. We are not ain't never been a contract in our crew. No, sir. These are our brothers, and like, until fucking everybody in my crew is eating, everything I eat tastes like ashes. And it's not because I'm being humble and loyal. That shit gets put the fuck into you and you have no choice. And that's what you do. That's why we collaborate with our boys, because they're raw and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, we help each other out. It's like you get up to motherfucking mountain climbing. You get to a point, I'm not going to pull you up the mountain, but I'll leave a fucking spike in the ground for you. Some kind of support for when you get there is fucking...
2007 is among us. Tell our worldwide audience what the fuck we can expect from Galapagos and Qwel. Robust?
2007, June 26th, I think, or 27th, Robust El Photo Grande, the sophomore LP is coming out with beats by Mike Gal, and it's going to be dropping on Galapagos 4 Records, and we got a couple other things coming out, the new Mestizo album, a new Quasar album, another Robust album in the fall, we got an Off-White album.